Hello, everyone. I wanted to come and say hello. I was enjoying listening to the birds and feeling the sun on my face, and I wanted to share with all of you some of the joy of the beauty of where I'm at so that you could kind of get to experience some of the happy place that I'm sitting in. How's everyone doing today? Anybody have any questions for me? Anything that they want to discuss? Hello, hello. Whoever just came on, say hi so I know who it is. Sophie and I are hanging out. Zachary's hanging out. Let's see if I can show you some of the scenery of where I'm at. So, it's so pretty here. I'm here in Colorado.
Hi.
Oh, Zachary says hello. Hi. So here is Colorado. The mountains, let's see. So the mountains, I don't know if you can see them. They're back there. You might not be able to see them through the trees. And I don't know if you can hear the birds chirping in the background. But this is definitely a happy place. It is hard not to be happy and feel good when you are, this highly elevated and the sun is shining and there's so much beauty in the world. And I wanted to share some of it with you, some of my happy place with my favorite guy over here. And my favorite little girl. Hi, Lenora. Just checking in and sharing some of the beauty that I'm witnessing right now of just the gorgeous view here in Colorado. We got to do a 3+ mile hike today to a waterfall. Thank you. We got to go to a waterfall. Right, Zachary?
Right.
Yep. Zachary walked all the way and he hiked up some rocks. And he was a trooper. He did the entire thing, didn't get carried at all. Sophie was great. She hung out. I got to get my feet wet in the waterfall, which was so beautiful. And it's great because around here, thanks, Scotty. It's great to, be somewhere where, a 7 or 8 minute drive is all of a sudden, hi Liz, a 7 or 8 minute drive is a beautiful hike and beautiful scenery. It's gorgeous. And I was saying before, in one of my other groups that I just remember when my happy place was getting away of my ex-husband and hiding next to the lake, or I guess it wasn't a lake. I guess there it was just the sound and watching the water go by. And now I get to travel, when I want to and go see the things that I want to see and get to come to the mountains if I want, leave New York and go hang out in Colorado or go out to Texas if I want. I mean, my son has already been to Texas twice, 2 or 3 times. I think maybe it's 3 times. Colorado 3 times, Florida once, and he's been out to France once. So he's done some great traveling. Sophie, who's only 6 months old, she's been out to Colorado and Texas and then Colorado again. So she's been to Colorado twice also and to Texas once in her little 6-month lifetime. And I'm just so honored that I get to do all of these great things with all of my favorite people and get to go experience the beauty. One of the things that I talk about is when I left my toxic relationships, when I left what didn't serve me, I felt like it was the awakening. It was like a veil had been lifted off of my face and I was able to see the sun more brightly and hear things better and smell things and taste things. And it was like I was just more at one, feeling all the beauty that was around me that I had not been able to experience in so long. And I think that I know that for like my clients who are still stuck in that dark place, holding up this torch and reminding them, look at all the beauty that's here. Look at how gorgeous life is when we are thriving. I could never do all the things that I do now when I was just surviving in my toxic relationship. When you're just surviving, it's hard to get out of bed. It's hard to do basic things. And then when you're actually thriving, everything just becomes so much easier. And life just becomes more natural and you get to follow your bliss and follow your passions so much more easily than when you're constantly walking on eggshells around someone who is not your right fit. And, I talk to a lot of my clients that will say, well, this person has some good things and some not so good things. And, I know it's about compromise and things like that. which, there's definitely compromise in a relationship for sure. But there are some things that you do not compromise over. And, that's something that you really need to figure out for you what that is. For me, traveling, that was something that was not really a compromise. I learned. I didn't realize that it was so important to me. But for my self-care, for my feeling good about myself and feeling good with me, I need to be able to travel and be free. And my husband is completely fine with that. We got married and he said, I would never keep you from traveling. And I love the fact that you can travel with the kids. And people say, oh, you travel with children? What's wrong with you? That's crazy. And I'm like, well, I travel. So my kids are going to come with me and they get to experience all the awesome things that I get to see. So it's a win-win for everybody. Maybe not as much my husband if he's stuck home working, but, they get to still see all the beauty in the world and I get to still do all the things. And I get to have my travel buddies with me, and they're good travel buddies, sometimes they're a little rough on the airplane. It's like the little drunkards on the airplane. And even then, it's not such a big deal. When I tell people that are afraid to travel with children, I say, so what? Even if they're the worst you can possibly imagine, how long is the flight? Even if it's 6 or 7 hours, how long are you there in the beautiful place that you're going to? Doesn't 7 days trump, even if it's 7 hours? Go out there and live your life, and don't let anyone keep you from going in that direction. Don't let those self-sabotaging thoughts of whatever it is that's keeping you from creating your best life. I'm too old to go back to school. I'm too old to start a new relationship. I'm not educated enough. I don't have enough money. All of those things. Today is a perfect day to create your best life. I mean, look around at the beauty. Look around at the gorgeous things that, you miss out on when you're just surviving. You're survival mode. When you're worried all the time about walking on eggshells. Did I say the right thing? Are they mad at me right now? Are we fighting? Do I need to call the police? Am I in danger? All of those things that we question ourselves, those are all wasting our energy. All of that energy is being used to be afraid and to live in fear, when we can be using that energy to thrive and enjoy this playground that we've been given on this earth. And, the fact that we get to do all these beautiful things. I don't know if you're seeing right now the clouds behind me. They're kind of like, I can see the darkness and the way the sun is hitting the tree behind me. Good stuff. This is really good stuff. And I'm so happy I get to share this with all of you. I see Kelsey is watching. I see Donna. Hi, Donna. Does anybody have any questions for me? Do you have anything you want to say, Sophie? She's sticking her tongue out at you guys. Hi, guys. Sticking your tongue out? Yeah. So, it would be, it would not be good for me to not share with you, of course, the 6-week healing program that is starting next month. So for anyone who is looking to start actually creating their best life, and they're ready to put the work in and put the effort into creating their best life. I wish I had a magic wand and I could say it's not going to hurt, it's not going to be uncomfortable. But for those of you who are interested in really creating the best life that you can possibly imagine, and it's whatever we decide is what we get to live. But we just make it happen. We have to have the right steps and make the right decisions to make it into a reality. But for anyone who's saying, I kind of think that by July I'd like to be a different person. I think by July I'd like to be happier and be more settled and to be able to feel like I can create my best life. And I'm ready to push myself through the discomfort and see the beautiful sun again and feel the wind on my face and really feel that freedom. And that's really what you want. Then, private message me and let's figure it out, because I have some limited spots left for the next group of people that are coming in. But some of you might say, you know what, Steph, I just want to stay in your groups and just kind of learn stuff, and I'm not really ready to make changes yet. And you know what? That's fine too. Wherever you're at in your journey, just know that you're not alone. You have wonderful people to support you. You found the right place with someone who has been in the dumps, who's been in the shit spots. And I know what it feels like to be down there. And I would love for you to be here too and all of this gorgeousness. But if that's not where you're at yet and you're not ready to make the change yet, that's totally fine. But those of you who are ready to say, hey, I'm going to start making today the best life and I want your help in order to do that. And, and that's what you're looking for. then definitely reach out. You know, see all the people, the changes that they're doing in their lives. You can have that too. And I definitely think that that's something, if you are ready for it, you deserve it. One way or the other, you deserve it. But you just have to be ready to commit to that change. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Steph. I'm seeing all these awesome people come on. And I don't want to go on a rant. I want to make sure that I'm able to answer any questions anyone has and say hi to everybody who's coming on and saying hello while we're hanging out here in Colorado. What are you doing, Sophie Bear? You're hanging out? Checking stuff out? So yeah, if anybody has any questions, if anyone's looking for, you know, even just the energy here is just so, it's like electric. You can feel how good it is. And, you know, everyone just seems to be a little happier. When you're in the mountains and the sun is shining and, you know, you're going on hikes and seeing beautiful waterfalls and all that kind of cool, and everyone's saying hi to you and everyone's super friendly, it's hard to be in a bad mood. When you go to your happy place, you go to your special place, it's really hard to be in a bad mood. So find that special place, find that happy place for you and start creating it. If you don't know where it is, it's out there. Start creating it. And, you know, and it starts by this. You got to put the mask on yourself first and create that best life for you. And then you can go out there and start experiencing all the great things that this beautiful world has to offer you. So if I don't see any questions, I will say goodbye to everyone. Looks like Sophie's waving. Oh, you're waving. You're waving bye. You're supposed to wave the other way, but that's cool.
Mommy.
All right. All right, if there's no other questions, thanks everybody for stopping in and saying hello. Zachary's saying goodbye. Do you want to come to the phone and say goodbye? All right, Zachary's going to come say goodbye. Feel free to share this with anyone that you'd like, anyone that might need some extra help in their healing that's looking for, you know, that real support, then share away. Zachary says goodbye. Say hi. Oh, I don't want to hurt you. Here, come here. Come sit on my lap.
Hi. Hi.
Hi. All right, everyone. We will see you soon. Have a great rest of your day, whatever it is you're doing. And if you're looking for that help, feel free to send me a private message and I'll answer whatever questions you have. See you on the other side.